Hi everyone! I picked up all 4 of the Fluidlines from the Mac Me Over collection, and I just wanted to go through items that I have in my own collection and show you possible dupes or items that may look similar but are complete misses. So I do want to apologize though. I have lost my power because of Hurricane Irene, so my lighting might not be the best, so I'm going to try and shoot this anyway, and if it towards the end gets a little dark, I apologize. But I just want to get this in while it's still daylight because I might be without power for a few days. The first liner I want to show you is Dark Envy, which is a beautiful emerald green with a teal base. It is this very long swatch right here. The very first item that I wanted to compare is the green grease, the grease paint stick from the Art Supplies collection. And as you can see, it looks similar to Dark Envy, but it's a lot darker. The next color that I want to compare is not even close. This is Urban Decay Stash, and as you can see, it is much more olive toned, so that's a complete miss. The next item is right here, and this is Tarte's Emphasize Clay Liner in Deep Sage, and I was really hoping this would be a dupe, but it isn't. As you can see, this is Dark Envy, and it is just, this is much more of a blackened base. It's more of a forest green as opposed to an emerald green. And then the last shade right here is Urban Decay Mildew. And now it's a little more of a leaf green than Dark Envy, which is an emerald green, but it has a really similar effect. Here, I'll hold my hand, maybe you can see it better that way. It has a similar effect when the light hits it, and although it's not an exact dupe, it's close enough, in my opinion, that I think I will return Dark Envy and just stick with Mildew. And that's just because it's close enough that I feel like I can get away with it. Now, it's not an exact dupe, as I said, but they are pretty similar, these two right here. The next fluid line that I picked up is Midnight Blues, which is a beautiful dark blue with a teal base. And from what I understand, it is similar to the Siahi fluid line that came out last year, although Siahi is a little more on the lighter side, whereas Midnight Blues has more of a blackened base. But I don't own Siahi, and I haven't actually ever seen it in person, so I'm just saying this based on items that I've seen online. This is Midnight Blues, and as you can see, nothing that I have in my collection is a real dupe. So this is a quite unique shade. This is Urban Decay Binge, which is a true on blue, but compared to Midnight Blues, it looks more purple. And then this is Urban Decay Electric, which as you can see is not even remotely similar. And this is Urban Decay Flipside, which, as you can see, is much lighter, however, and it seems a little more green. However, I think they're in a similar enough color family where if you have Flipside, you might be able to take a black liner and darken it out and have it look similar to Midnight Blues. And you know what? I'm going to do that right now. I just took an Urban Decay black eyeliner and I put it on top of it, and then I took a little more of the flip side and I layered it again on top of that. And as you can see, I mean, they're not exact dupes for each other, but they're fairly similar. I mean, they have a similar tone, they both have a teal undertone to them, and they're both darker. So if you have Urban Decay Flipside, like if you picked up the Alice in Wonderland kit and you have that lying around and maybe it's too bold for you to wear, or if you just don't feel like going out to pick up another eyeliner, try layering Flipside with a black eyeliner of your choice, because I think that they're similar enough where it could save you $15 if you don't really want to spend that money. Now I know 2 steps can be kind of annoying, but you just have to decide, would you rather save $15 or would you rather have the convenience of just 1 step? But if time isn't an issue for you, then I think they're close enough that they could work out. The next liner that I got is called Dark Diversion, and it is a burgundy plum, and it's actually what I'm wearing today. And This one actually I think I found an exact dupe for. This long swatch right here is Dark Diversion, and the first comparison is with Urban Decay Rockstar, which is right here. So as you can see, they're both really similar, but Rockstar is just a little more purple and brown. It's a little darker. The next swatch is Tarte Smolder Eyes in Fig. This came out in the Glow Your Way to Gorgeous kit, and I would say that this is a spot-on dupe. It might be just the tiniest hair more purple, but honestly, I'm staring right at the two of them and they look really similar. So if you have Tarte Smolder Eyes in Fig, then you can definitely get away without picking up Dark Diversion. And this last liner right here is a Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof eyeliner. So as you can see, it's similar, very, very similar to Dark Diversion, but it is just a tiny bit more on the metallic red side. It has more of a red undertone than Dark Diversion, but again, really similar. Now the last Fluidline that I picked up is called Avenue, and this might be my favorite. It's a beautiful blackened brown with gold glitter, and I adore this color, and it is this extremely long swatch right here. So as you can see, I used all different sorts of browns when trying to compare this, but I love this color. So the very first contender is a Smashbox cream liner in Midnight Brown, and as you can see, it is much more of a red brown. It's a matte, it doesn't have any glitter in it, so the finish isn't the same and the tone is off, so that's not really a good contender. This next swatch right here is Lancome's Black Coffee, which is a very blackened brown, and it's a little darker than Avenue, but it's in that same tone. However, it doesn't have the glitter that Avenue does, so although this is similar, it's not a dupe. Then this swatch right here is the Dirty Grease Paint Stick from the Art Supplies collection, and as you can see, it is considerably more on the lighter taupe side than Avenue, so that's not a dupe either. Then this tiny swatch right here is Urban Decay Whiskey, which is a completely matte red brown, and it is not even remotely similar to Avenue. And this right here is Urban Decay Stray Dog, and again, not even close. This is much more taupe, and it has a duochrome effect, not even similar. Then this is Urban Decay Bourbon, which is similar, but it's a little more on the red side, and although it does have a little bit of shimmer glitter to it, so it has a similar finish, but it's not the same tone. Now the closest contender that I could find is Urban Decay Corrupt, which is this swatch right here, and it has the same finish that Avenue does. It has a glitter finish, so in that respect it's very close. It's also the darkest and most, in that respect, closest that I could find to Avenue. However, Corrupt is slightly more of a purple brown, whereas Avenue is definitely a blackened brown. Now as I'm looking at them, I mean, I can see that they're different, but on the whole, out of all of the eyeliners that I have, this has the most similar finish to Avenue and would be something that I would consider using if I couldn't get my hands on Avenue, or Lancome's Black Brown, but this does not have the glitter that Avenue does. It's just a very blackened brown. So as you can see, some of the Fluidlines from this collection have exact dupes, whereas others are similar but not quite a dupe. I mean, there might be full-on dupes out there, but I just don't have them in my collection. So if there's a dupe for any of the Fluidlines that you found, leave a comment below. I am going to include some photos at the end of the video, so keep on watching and maybe you'll be able to see in better detail what I was trying to show you in the video. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!